What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone is doing just fine. Okay. All right. How's it going, everyone? Um, great, great, great. Uh, Afternoon to you guys. Hope y'all are doing just fine. There's I was out there on Twitter. I was debating on whether I should really go live today or not. And I looked out there. I was out there on Twitter, and I saw some really really good interesting news out there. So you've got as you all know, the Sacramento Kings have been looking for a coaching candidate. I've been looking for a coach to replace Luke Walton and Alvin Gentry, and um, and then I look at their finalists, and I never would have thought that Mark Jackson would be a finalist. Never would have thought it. Never would have thought it. Mike Brown also, and Steve Clifford. Love Steve. I think that Steve is such a great uh, person. But Steve Clifford, Mike Brown, Mark Jackson. So it's definitely something that I never. I mean, will Mark Jackson get the job? I don't think so. But I honestly think that they're gonna end up hiring Mike Brown um, to be their next head coach. I would love Steve to get the job, but there's always some. There's always room for surprises, right? But just really, it's going to be something very very interesting to see who they hire because I'm always um, excited to see who teams will hire. Always excited. So and then now with I want to talk about another team that's looking for a head coach, Charlotte. Charlotte, in my opinion, might wait until Quinn Snyder in Utah gets let go. Um, but that's something. And then the Lakers, I don't know what the Lakers are doing, but the Kings have finalists for their jobs. Really, really excited to see who they you know um, decide decide to hire. So it's going to be exciting. And so yeah. Okay. All right. But overall, um, I think that there is a lot of there is a lot of things um there's a lot of things that can happen over these next few days, weeks. Um, and so I'm really just excited um, to see who teams are going to hire to trade to that are going to be coming. Really excited for that. So, you know, I see people getting excited on Twitter about Mark Jackson. Well, here's the thing. When you're a finalist for a job, that doesn't mean that you're going to get it. It means that you're a finalist for it. So, um, you know, that means that you're one of the trusted people all throughout that process. But the same way Steve Clifford may not get it, or Mike Brown may not get it, maybe Mark Jackson does get it, or the same way, Mark Jackson doesn't get it, Mike Brown doesn't get it, but Steve gets it. Yeah. So, um, you know, I'm excited for whoever is going to get that job. I think that all of three of those candidates are really looking forward to getting another job opportunity. Um, I think that yeah, I think that Mark is definitely deserving of another one. Mike, I think that Mike's been excited to be on Steve Kerr's assistant coaching staff, and then Steve, I think that he's so deserving because Steve was done so wrong in Orlando, in my opinion. I don't think that he was given a fair opportunity. So, um, excited for Steve if he gets the job. But yeah. So, but overall, um, listen, I think that when it comes down to um, when it comes down to uh, the Hawks, this offseason is going to be crucial for them. Um, I truly believe that. I think that I just I just think that this offseason could be make or break for a lot of people. I'm not even talking about Travis. I think that Travis' job is so safe within the organization. Um, but I think that the Hawks can definitely uh, look to improve their roster, whether it's by adding stars or better defensive players. But it's something that we definitely gonna have to look at because listen, I love I love a couple of those four free agents out there. I'll tell you that. I love some. I love. I know at least two right off the top of my head that I love, and I would love for the Hawks to get. What's up, Barnesy? Welcome to the stream, brother. How's it going? Good to see you in here. Barnesy says, "What's up, bro? Perfect time. I just got off work. Well, hope work went well. Hope it went well. Hope that I hope that work went well. Get home safely and relax for the rest of whatever day we got, whatever day you got left from work. But yes, really good to see you in here. I was just kind of going all of the, talking about the Kings finalists for their uh coaching search, and then that was touching a little bit on the Hawks there. So, I mean, the Kings. I'll just briefly go back over Mark Jackson, Mike Brown, and Steve Clifford are the three finalists. But um, I was saying that I think and want Steve to get the job. Um, But listen, it would be a great story if Mark Jackson were able to get another chance. I think that'd be a great story, great thing. But I would prefer Steve over all three of those candidates. To be quite honest with you, I just think that Steve has more success in his career. So that's really why I think that Steve is more deserving, but we'll see what happens. I'm not Monty McNair, the GM of the King. So I don't make those decisions. If it were my decision, none of those three would be a finalist for me. But that's okay. That's okay. If I was the GM, I would it would be Mike D'Antoni. Everyone knows my love for Mike D'Antoni. It'd be Mike D'Antoni, um, Brett Brown, and I not too big of a fan of Terry Stotts, but uh, come on, he was uh, Scott Brooks. Scott Brooks. Scotty. He would be a finalist for me. Brett, Mike, and Scott. I think that those are some great candidates. Because listen, you want to take that Sacramento King team to the next level. You're not going to find a championship coach now. If Quinn Snyder got fired, I would hire him over all the candidates I could possibly have. But Scott would, uh, Brett would be my number one candidate. Mike, then Scott. But it's going to get interesting. It's definitely going to get interesting.